So the first thing we're going to talk about is actually President Trump. He did a recent interview with Donald Trump Jr. where Donald Trump Jr. is actually asking him about what he potentially knows about the alien issue. So there's actually a little news clip we'll play because it's actually kind of funny and interesting at the same time.
Before you leave office, will you let us know if there's aliens? Because this is the only thing I really want to know. I want to know what's going on. Would you ever open up Roswell and let us know what's really going on there?
So many people ask me that question.
I know, it sounds almost ridiculous, but it's actually the real question I want to know.
It sounds like a cute question, but it's actually, there are millions and millions of people that want to go there, that want to see it. I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting. But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
So you're saying you may declassify?
Oh.
You'll take it?
Well, I'll have to think about that one, right?
So thoughts on what
does he
just
know?
said? Either he is just can't like put words together in a sentence because it is a little confusing by what he said, because he the way he talks about this is as if there's something in Roswell that's hidden there.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that it wasn't really about Area 51 because we all know.
I think he was kind of confused.
Yeah, I think he was confused too. I think they're both confused about Area 51 versus Roswell. I think Donald Trump Jr. was referring to Area 51.
Like,
what's in Area 51?
Everyone wants to go there and see it.
Yeah, but
Go to
then
Roswell.
President Trump was saying Roswell, which we all know Roswell was where, kind of the UFO
It's not the same place there.
phenomenon started. Yeah. It's not the same place. And the likelihood of there actually being anything in either of those places at this point are probably slim to none.
Yeah, most people that really know anything about the alien community and kind of what's out there know that it's very unlikely that they would still have anything in a hot spot like Area 51. There's probably still something there, but they're not holding like the main secrets or aliens like Donald Trump is kind of leading to. At Area 51. Wouldn't that be pretty foolish? The one place everyone in the world thinks they are, that's where they keep them.
Yeah, it's not there. I could tell you that right now.
It
it's probably
seemed to me
not
like
there.
he didn't really know that much. Like he kind of wants to know. I mean, according to a lot of like experts out there and people who speak on this topic, oftentimes the president doesn't get to know a lot when it comes to this type of stuff. You have to have a certain clearance, and the president is only of a certain clearance. A lot of people don't know that. There's a lot of people above the president that decide whether or not the president gets to know information.
Yeah, I mean, they keep it very compartmentalized in the military. So, the likelihood of him actually knowing anything is very low. But at the same time, it's interesting that he's, talking about Roswell because perhaps, we know the official story out of Roswell was that the Air Force said it was a weather balloon, right? It wasn't, flying saucers that crashed. There was no bodies recovered. But the way that he was kind of talking about it in that clip made me think maybe he knows more about just Roswell in general that, maybe the public doesn't know, or he has been told that it wasn't a weather balloon like we told. I mean, that seems like pretty basic now, if you've explored this topic at all, you kind of, believe that it wasn't a weather balloon and it was in fact extraterrestrial vehicles that in fact crashed near Roswell, not, a weather balloon. So I don't know. It's interesting because every new president, people always ask him, like there's a clips from President Obama and Jimmy Kimmel was asking him about Area 51.
Bill Clinton.
Hillary Clinton about it as well. And
Bill talked about it a lot on like late night shows. He would tease that he knew some shit.
But I feel like they all kind of react the same. Like every time a politician's asked about it, they're kind of like, and they like play it off because I don't know if that's just because they have to play it off and act like they don't know, or if it's because they really don't know, like you were saying, how the president, is not he's not, what is the word, educated on every little detail about everything that's going on in the government and in our world and society as a whole. So, I mean, maybe the presidents do know some, but do you think that they have all the information? And do you think that Donald Trump really knows what's going on at Area 51 and Roswell, like he says? Probably not, because again, it's probably not happening in those places anyways.
Exactly. And I think he doesn't want to seem like there's information out there that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and plus it's fun to play like, ooh, I have information that I can't tell you, but, I'll kind of dangle it here in your face. And, Donald Trump just like, tell me what it is.
Yeah.
He's like, Daddy, tell me the secrets.
But reality is he probably doesn't know all that much. I mean, again, when you're a president, you do deal with national security issues and things like that. So, what we've talked about in the past with the Pentagon's study of UFOs and all of that, he probably does know a decent amount, at least what the public knows, and then maybe a little bit more than what we know as far as the national security issue the government is putting forward in relation to UFO. So maybe there's something there that he knows that he's, keeping from us.
He might have some tidbits.
But I don't think he's going to be the president that's going to spill the beans on all of the, extraterrestrial phenomenon. So,